Jungkook confesses behind the camera, "I'm tired of being treated as a package with him." Who is he meant to be? Is the golden magne finally breaking free from the shadows? What truths lie behind the polished facade of BTS's unity? In a startling revelation that has sent shockwaves through the global ARMY community, hidden footage from an upcoming documentary captures BTS's Jungkook expressing a deeply personal sentiment. "I'm tired of being treated as a package with him." While the footage doesn't explicitly name the individual he's referring to, speculation is rife that the comment is directed towards fellow member Taehyung, known as V. This candid moment offers a rare glimpse into the inner turmoil of one of K-pop's most beloved idols. Jungkook, often celebrated for his unwavering dedication and harmonious relationships within BTS, appears to be grappling with the pressures of being constantly paired with a specific member, potentially overshadowing his individual identity. The documentary, set to provide an intimate look into the lives of BTS members, inadvertently unveils the challenges they face behind the scenes. Jungkook's remark suggests a desire to be recognized for his own merits, separate from any duo or subgroup associations that fans and media have perpetuated over the years. This isn't the first time Jungkook has opened up about personal struggles. In a previous interview with Deskription, he admitted to battling self-esteem issues, stating, "I think I lacked self-esteem because of it." He further elaborated on his journey towards self-acceptance, emphasizing the importance of embracing one's true self and focusing on personal growth. The recent footage adds another layer to Jungkook's narrative, highlighting the complexities of maintaining individuality within a globally renowned group. The constant association with another member, while endearing to fans, may inadvertently stifle personal expression and growth. Fans worldwide are now reflecting on the implications of such pairings and the potential impact on the members' mental well-being. Social media platforms are abuzz with discussions, with many expressing support for Jungkook's candidness and advocating for a more nuanced understanding of idol dynamics. As the documentary's release approaches, anticipation builds around the unfiltered insights it promises to deliver. Jungkook's heartfelt confession serves as a poignant reminder of the human experiences behind the glitz and glamour of the K-pop industry. What does this mean for the future of BTS? Will this revelation prompt a shift in how fans perceive and support their favorite idols? Only time will tell. Is this the first crack in the polished armor BTS has worn for over a decade? Or is it the first real glimpse of Jungkook as not just a member of BTS, but as an individual who is quietly unraveling from the emotional burden of being relentlessly grouped with someone else? In the hidden footage that has yet to be officially released, Jungkook's voice doesn't sound angry. It sounds exhausted. The words aren't screamed. They're spoken low, like someone who's been carrying something heavy for far too long. "I just want to be seen for me. Not always as thus," he says, followed by a long, painful silence. That pause alone has ignited wildfire-level speculation among fans, because everyone believes they know exactly who the S is referring to, and yet no one is saying the name, but everyone is thinking it. Taehyung, for years, Taekook, has been one of the most passionately supported dynamics in the BTS fandom. Videos of their interactions have amassed millions of views. Fan edits have romanticized every shared smile, every quiet glance, every brush of a hand. Theirs became not just a friendship. It became a narrative, a fantasy, an empire of expectations built by fans desperate to believe in something beautiful, pure, and lasting. But what if that empire was built on assumption, not permission? What if Jungkook never asked to be someone else's other half? What if, for all these years, he's been subtly disappearing under a name that wasn't his alone? What if the very fans who claim to love him are unknowingly erasing his individuality? The footage reportedly comes from an unreleased segment of a behind-the-scenes documentary, chronicling the members' final moments before enlistment. Unlike polished interviews or choreographed group events, this was raw, unscripted, and unfiltered. Jungkook was allegedly speaking with a producer off-camera, unaware that the mic was still recording. That fact alone has sparked controversy. Was it ethical for this audio to be included, even teased, in the documentary? Was Jungkook aware it would be used? Was this a deliberate decision by HYB to stoke intrigue and engagement? or an unintentional leak that should have remained private. Regardless of how it surfaced, the audio has hit a nerve point. One of the most viral tweets says, "Imagine carrying the pressure of being part of the world's biggest group and still not being allowed to be seen as yourself. Jungkook deserves better." Another reads, "He's not just Taehyung. He's John Jungkook, the artist, the human. And he's telling us that being seen as a package is hurting him. Why aren't we listening?" But while fans rally behind Jungkook, others are left asking a more uncomfortable question. What does this mean for his relationship with Taehyung? Are they drifting apart? Has the deep friendship once celebrated now become a quiet fracture? Or worse, was it never as close as we all believed? Taehyung has yet to respond publicly. But just weeks before this documentary footage was hinted at, Taehyung made a bold request in a fan Q&A, saying, "Please don't link my name with Jungkook anymore." At the time, fans were stunned. The comment trended worldwide. Some called it cold, others called it brave. Now, in hindsight, it reads like a mirror image of Jungkook's hidden statement. Were they both trying to say the same thing, only from different angles? Were they both suffocating under the same burden? And if so, who do we blame? The fans who supported the dynamic? The agency that allowed fan service to flourish without boundaries? The culture that romanticizes closeness without asking whether it's real or just projection? Or do we blame ourselves for forgetting that behind every beautiful interaction is a human being who might just be playing along to keep the peace? In private industry circles, insiders say this moment has been brewing for years. One former Bigot staff member, who requested anonymity, shared that during earlier tours, there were quiet conversations about how much fan pressure there was around Jungkook and Taehyung. They were close, but they weren't that close. At some point, it just became awkward for them. This same source added, "Jungkook is incredibly thoughtful. He won't say something like this lightly. If he said he's tired, it's because he's hit his limit. And that's what makes this moment not just emotional, but historic. Because if Jungkook, the face of discipline, energy, and loyalty, has reached a point where he's asking not to be seen as part of a duo, then something is truly shifting in the heart of BTS. Could this be the beginning of a deeper unraveling? Or is it the start of Jungkook finally being seen as the complex, multifaceted individual he is?" As fans comb through past footage, they're finding new meaning in old moments. That award speech where Jungkook glanced at Taehyung and then looked away quickly. Was it shyness or distance? That interview where Taehyung called Jungkook his baby. Was it affection or obligation? That V Live where Jungkook laughed quietly while Taehyung rambled. Was it endearment or polite discomfort? Suddenly, nothing is just what it seems. The future of BTS remains shrouded in questions. Will the documentary air the footage as it is? Or will it be edited out after fan backlash? Will Jungkook address it in his own words? Or will silence speak louder? And if both he and Taehyung no longer want to be seen as a pair, what does that mean for the foundation of so many fans' emotional connection to BTS? Is this the end of Taehyung or the beginning of Jungkook? And who is Jungkook meant to be, really, without the echo of someone else's name next to his? In many ways, this moment isn't about shipping. It isn't even about Taehyung. It's about the cost of projection, the price of parasocial love, and the toll of becoming more myth than man. Jungkook's voice in the leaked footage, quiet, fatigued, honest, feels like a whisper that could shatter the glass castle we've built around BTS. And maybe it should, because maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop loving the idea of Jungkook and start listening to the real one. Is the golden magne finally breaking free from the shadows? What truths lie behind the polished facade of BTS's unity? In a startling revelation that has sent shockwaves through the global ARMY community, hidden footage from an upcoming documentary captures BTS's Jungkook expressing a deeply personal sentiment. "I'm tired of being treated as a package with him." While the footage doesn't explicitly name the individual he's referring to, speculation is rife that the comment is directed towards fellow member Taehyung, known as V. This candid moment offers a rare glimpse into the inner turmoil of one of K-pop's most beloved idols. Jungkook, often celebrated for his unwavering dedication and harmonious relationships within BTS, appears to be grappling with the pressures of being constantly paired with a specific member, potentially overshadowing his individual identity. The documentary, set to provide an intimate look into the lives of BTS members, inadvertently unveils the challenges they face behind the scenes. Jungkook's remark suggests a desire to be recognized for his own merits, separate from any duo or subgroup associations that fans and media have perpetuated over the years. This isn't the first time Jungkook has opened up about personal struggles. In a previous interview with Deskription, he admitted to battling self-esteem issues, stating, "I think I lacked self-esteem because of it." He further elaborated on his journey towards self-acceptance, emphasizing the importance of embracing one's true self and focusing on personal growth. The recent footage adds another layer to Jungkook's narrative, highlighting the complexities of maintaining individuality within a globally renowned group. The constant association with another member, while endearing to fans, may inadvertently stifle personal expression and growth. Fans worldwide are now reflecting on the implications of such pairings and the potential impact on the members' mental well-being. Social media platforms are abuzz with discussions, with many expressing support for Jungkook's candidness and advocating for a more nuanced understanding of idol dynamics. As the documentary's release approaches, anticipation builds around the unfiltered insights it promises to deliver. Jungkook's heartfelt confession serves as a poignant reminder of the human experiences behind the glitz and glamour of the K-pop industry. What does this mean for the future of BTS? Will this revelation prompt a shift in how fans perceive and support their favorite idols? Only time will tell.